Okay, hey guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very special guest, Kisha.
Hi guys.
So I'm here. I came here last Friday. No, Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night.
And then Friday I stayed. And now it's Sunday and I'm leaving later. So we decided to film this video. It's the part 4 of the ALT application process. I will talk about
Surviving in Japan.
Surviving in
Surviving
Japan.
is the term.
And monthly budget. Our monthly budget. Our monthly budget. So I live in the countryside. She lives in the city. Where do you live?
In Kawasaki, somewhere between Tokyo and Yokohama.
Yeah, so it's a very, very, very big city. We'll tell you the pros and cons of living in the countryside
And
in the city. Thanks for helping me. We'll talk about the pros and cons first.
oh, okay.
So, what are the cons of living in the
Yeah.
city?
Okay, so for me, I've been living here for almost 2 years.
Same.
Yeah.
Because we trained together and we're batchmates.
Yeah. We came to Japan together.
Together, yes.
Literally together.
Yes, together.
Yes. And then I think for me it's very convenient to live in the city when it comes to the transportation.
So that's the pros.
Yeah,
Okay.
the pros. Oh, the cons. So the cons are I think it's too crowded. For me, just in my opinion, it's too crowded. Especially in the morning when I ride the train.
Commute.
Yeah, when you commute. As in, there was never a time I was able to sit down.
Ever?
Every morning.
In your 2 years?
In my 2 years here. Every morning when I go to school, when I go to work, I was never able to sit down. And it's literally skin to skin.
Skin to skin, sweat to sweat.
Beso, besh.
Sweat to sweat.
Sweat to sweat. I was so shocked, like, wow. I was overwhelmed because I never had the chance to ride the train in the
Philippines.
In the
Because we don't have
Philippines.
trains in
Yes.
only in Manila.
Yeah, so that's it. And then it was like a stampede every morning. And they never say sorry when they bump
In
into-
Tokyo, I noticed that in Tokyo. In the countryside, they say, "Sumimasen,
Yeah,
gomennasan."
I don't know why.
But in Tokyo, probably their minds are busy. Also,
Yeah.
they're thinking a lot of things inside.
They're always in a rush. And what else? It's too expensive.
too expensive.
Or it's just the same
In
the
terms
countryside.
of,
like the food or
actually, the food is cheaper here, honestly.
and the rent. Yeah,
Oh, the rent is
The rent.
cheap.
'Cause-
expensive here.
yeah. Will we talk about that now or will I explain?
You can explain it now.
Yeah, because I have a friend in Okinawa, and then she said they pay around 30,000 yen for their apartment, but it's too big. It's already like up and down.
One house.
Yeah, one
something
house.
like that. But,
But I'm not
actually,
so sure.
yeah, actually, she has like one of the cheapest rents I've ever heard.
Yes.
Because the normal rent here in Tokyo or in Kawasaki, Kanagawa area, it's around 60K,
60 or
60,000
70.
yen. But okay, we'll reveal the amount of her rent later.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pros. Yeah, it's too convenient. I mean, you can just ride whenever, if you want to go anywhere, you can just ride a train or a bus. It's always there. And it's like the gap sometimes, especially if it's in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. If it's rush hour, it's just like 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Because in the countryside, oh my gosh, you have to
30 minutes.
You have to
30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, so if you miss the train,
You have to wait for 45 minutes.
yeah. So here, if you miss the train, you can still wait for
Yeah.
like just 5 minutes and ride it.
True.
Yeah.
What
Cons.
else? Shopping.
Yeah.
which can also be a con.
Yeah, because I really get tempted when I go to Tokyo area.
Like yesterday.
Like yesterday. You really get tempted to spend, especially because there are a lot of good stuff in Tokyo.
Yeah. Sale.
Yeah, it's one of the pros.
One of the pros.
Is
End of season sale.
yeah, end of season sale.
And what else? I think the food, like the
Yeah.
variety,
Yeah.
options.
The options of food. There are many restaurants anywhere, Indian, as in name it, they have
Spanish,
it.
Mexican, Greek, Mediterranean.
Yeah.
And here the lunch menu is cheaper. Just around 1,000 yen or some like 800 to 1,000
Yeah.
yen. Yeah, what else?
Depends on the
What are the pros?
other
Uh-huh.
pros.
I think that's all. So it's my turn. In the countryside, the cons are whenever I crave for Spanish or Mexican or what do I crave? Yeah, Filipino food. We don't have Filipino restaurants in Suwa, and yeah, the options very few, and it's very expensive. Like when you go to a restaurant, like in an izakaya, we went to an izakaya yesterday, and we just spent 1,000 with drinks and food each, right?
Yeah,
840 even, yeah. But in Suwa, my izakaya, if I go to an izakaya, it's around 1,500 for one drink and food. So yeah, it's expensive actually. But if I go to Gusto or like the Jollibee of Japan, Saizeriya, like that, something like that, then it's the same price as Tokyo because it's a chain of restaurants. Sawa, nakakasawa.
Ah, yeah, me too.
How do you say that in English? Nakakasawa. You get used to it, no?
Nakakaumay, ganon.
English.
English. English pala.
Shopping, which can also be a pro because I don't get tempted to buy. Nightlife, no nightlife.
But I don't know the nightlife.
Yeah, but she's
I just stay in my apartment.
Yeah, I think that's it. And for the pros, it's very quiet. People are very friendly. I meet Japanese old people and they're very kind. They give you fruits. They give you vegetables. But sometimes I don't really know how to cook. So sometimes I tell them like I don't really know how to cook. So they stop giving me.
No, really.
But for the fruits, I really take them.
My neighbors are not that friendly.
Yeah, when you're here in Tokyo, you won't know your neighbors. If you like clean air, fresh air, then you go to the countryside. Hiking, sightseeing,
Snowboarding.
Snowboarding in my area, it's really popular. Cost of living is cheaper. Like for the apartments, they're cheaper. Probably you can get a 2 LDK, meaning 2-room apartment for 40,000 yen.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like times 2. Siguro dito.
Wow.
Yeah. For 40k or 30k.
It's really expensive when you live in that kind of apartment here.
Peaceful, quiet environment, and like probably friendlier people.
Friendlier.
Tokyo, so yeah, you can choose the countryside. It's not that bad living in the countryside because there are also convenience stores. Like we also have Family Mart.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, Family Mart, and we have supermarkets. And then probably if you're assigned in the countryside, you'll be given a driving assignment, so you can drive. But that can also be a con if you don't know how to drive.
Yeah,
if it's your first time driving here in Japan. Next is for the bills. We've been talking for 12 minutes. We'll break this into 2 parts. For our monthly expenses, monthly electricity bill is how much is yours normally?
Normally, it depends on the season actually. So if it's like spring or summer, autumn, it's just around 2,000 or 3,000 yen most for the electricity. Right?
Yeah, electricity.
But in winter, it's gonna be 7K or 5K.
How much was the most expensive?
8K.
Ah, same.
Yep. When I first came here, because I did not know how much I just keep on using the heater. So when I got my bill, I was wow.
She was.
I'm just gonna use my blanket.
Yeah. For me, for summer, usually I get 1,500.
Wow.
Yeah, because no aircon. I don't use aircon.
Yeah,
I just open my window. Spring and autumn, it's around 2,000 to 3,000, and it goes up in the winter as much as 8,000. When I first came, my bill was 11,000 because I kept on using the electric heater and I didn't know it uses a lot of electricity. So from then on, I started using an electric blanket and just wore a jacket inside my house, like very thick jacket, outdoor jackets.
Yeah, but it depends on you guys how you deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. Expect a very expensive electricity in the winter, both in the countryside and in the city. In the countryside and in the city.
And expect a very humid temperature in summer. So
In Tokyo.
In my place, because it's like you really have to use the air conditioner, but it's not that expensive like the heat.
Yeah, I know.
So it's just the same.
Yeah, if you use what do you call that air conditioner?
2x2.
2x2. Invert something. I'll show you.
Yeah,
like
show
that
them.
kind of. that kind of aircon. Sorry for the
For the ghosts.
Next is water.
The water.
So in Japan, we pay our water bill every 2 months.
I pay around just 1,200. That's the most
A month.
expensive. Every 2 months.
2 months.
Yes.
In the countryside, it's a little more expensive than in the city. We pay 3,000 to 4,000 a month. It's around 1,500 to 2,000.
Because even if I wash my clothes every day,
She washes her clothes every day, and she takes a bath
every day,
every
sometimes
day.
twice
a day.
The bills are just the same.
Gas.
Gas.
So in Japan, they use gas for their heating system. So each house has a heating system for the bathroom,
Yeah.
like for the water in the bath, so that you can take a hot bath.
Even in the kitchen.
Yeah, they use gas for their kitchen, but it's safe. It's not like LPG that
Yeah,
is at
yeah.
home. It's connected to something, so we
Yeah.
just pay.
There's also a tank actually. It's
Is there?
yeah,
There
it's a
is
huge
a tank.
tank.
Yeah,
It's
outside.
outside kitchen and for the stove,
Yeah,
for the water.
yeah. How much is your gas?
In summer I don't use it. So yeah, but I still get like around 2,000.
Me
I
too,
don't know
actually.
why.
A month.
A month, around just 2,000 yen. 2,500. But in winter, 5,000, 6,000 yen.
I was shocked because all year the same amount.
Yeah. Even if you don't
Even in
use
the
it.
winter, even in the winter, like I was because it's
Okay.
it's so cold in my apartment, so I was expecting, because my other friends who are also ALTs in my city, but they live in another apartment complex, they pay like 8,000. That's why Tara,
Wow.
she said, do I own a restaurant? Because her bill was like 8,000 or
Wow.
11,000
That's too much.
for her gas during the winter, but for me it's just the same.
Does she cook?
She cooks, but still that's like 11,000,
I see.
8,000.
Yeah, but some apartments like they just have IH stoves, so she's
Oh,
electricity.
you also have that.
Yeah, I do.
So my gas is around 3,000 to 4,000 whole year round. 3,000 to 4,000. Even in the winter, but even in the summer, I don't use gas as much as I use in the winter. It's still 3,000 to
Yeah.
4,000.
Same for me. It's just 2,000.
Transportation.
I ride the train every day, and when I go to school, it actually because I have 3 schools, my budget is around 10,000 or 13. Yeah, a month.
But you don't really have to worry about transportation,
Yeah.
but because the company where you work will refund you at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Every payday. Only going to school.
Yeah, only going to school.
For me, I drive in the countryside, and Interact gives 1,500 a month. But sometimes when the school is a little far, then it's 2,000. But I never receive like more than 2,000.
Really?
Because it's just a short distance. My monthly budget is around 5,000 because I drive to other cities in the weekend for church.
So you don't have a budget for your parking?
No parking fees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's also nice in the countryside, because if you drive, you can just park anywhere.
Here you have to pay like for 30 minutes you have to pay, let's
How
say,
much?
500 yen or whatever, or maybe an hour
Or I think 1,000.
or 1,000
Yeah.
yen. Yeah,
Tokyo
I
area.
just see it on the streets. So expensive, guys.
Yeah, food.
Yeah, food is like
Cheats a lot.
yeah, but I don't get fat.
Yeah.
And the food in Japan is I really get full easily.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I don't, because in the Philippines
We never get full. Yeah, we never get full because we
I don't know, maybe because of the appetite or the
our
taste.
appetite is
different.
here. I still don't like Japanese food,
Yeah,
to be
me
honest.
too. I'm not into sushi. I'm not a sushi kind of person.
Same.
Sashimi or
Same.
like the Filipinos back home. They
Yeah.
always go to
Yeah,
Japanese
ramen.
restaurant. Ramen. And when I came here, I was like, I'm still not into that kind of.
So whenever I tell that to my students or teachers, they're like, "Why did you come to Japan then?"
Remember one of our co-trainee, he was from the UK, and then we went to Caesarea. Caesarea is an Italian restaurant, so we went to Caesarea because it's cheap,
Yeah.
and we were on a
Cheap
budget
Italian
that time.
restaurant.
Yeah, so and he's really a big guy, so we went there. And he said, where are we gonna eat Italian food when we're in Japan? So we were like, it's cheap.
Shout out to you.
Hi.
I already watched this video.
And then, yeah, the budget, I budget around 20,000 yen.
20,000 yen.
at most.
At
But
most.
as much as possible, I want it to be lesser than that.
Yeah. For me, probably it's around 10 to 15,000. I don't have a budget for food actually.
She doesn't eat a lot.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot also. So I do groceries, but mostly for my breakfast and for dinner.
Yeah, you can save more if you buy groceries in the
Yeah, if you
supermarket.
buy groceries in the
Yeah.
supermarket.
And there are supermarkets that are cheaper.
yeah.
Like
Seiyu.
Seiyu. We don't have Seiyu here. I go to Parque. They're not that cheap, but it's cheaper compared to
Aeon, like that.
Keio store.
Keio store is, I think, really expensive because it's close to, it's like under the station. But the problem is, you have to carry your groceries and walk from the station to here, right?
Yes. And so it's a good thing if you have a bicycle.
Yeah, or
You
a
will
cart.
really have a trolley.
Trolley.
Yes, it's really common.
Still
So
don't have a trolley.
no, I don't have a trolley.
Why?
Because every time I see it, it's for grandmas or for old people.
That's why you lost a lot of weight. Spring.
I was just staring at the bill and why?
Is this
Can you
true?
explain this to me?